Alright guys, so obviously you have already seen the title of this video. I went into this project or this video hoping to salvage a block and a crank. But what I got was actually two fucking boat anchors. So it didn't take me very long to figure out that what I was looking at here was two big piles of junk. So just a bit of a disclaimer. What you're going to see here is some unorthodox disassembly methods. Now, while I have never claimed to be a being of superior intelligence, I do at least have enough common sense to know that you shouldn't disassemble an engine with a pry bar and a large ball peen hammer. But once I knew it was junk, I pretty much was just blowing it into pieces small enough that were easy to carry. So, as per usual, enjoy my misery. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Speed Syndicate USA YouTube channel, where tonight we're going to be taking a gander at these here small block Chevys. Now, these things have been sitting here for, I don't know, a couple years. It's been a while. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of struggling to remember all the details about them. This one is for sure blown up. But this one is blown up. This is I believe it was a 383. It's stock block. It was in a friend of mine's race car and it dropped a valve. I've got the heads off of it over there. I don't know. One of them is still good, right? But the other one, I don't know if it's worth saving or not. I guess I'll find out one day if I take it to a machine shop. I think this block is junk. Obviously, at least one piston is junk. I'm assuming that rod is probably junk as well. So, really, I hope the crank is okay. Maybe, we'll see. Or salvageable at least. It's got a real nice timing cover on it. Yep. This one, I know even less about it. I acquired this in a trade with a friend. He had a truck, and I think this had blown a head gasket or something like that, and he decided that he was going to put another engine in it, and he had a short block, but he didn't have a top end, and I had a top end that I wasn't going to use, so he needed it and I didn't. So I traded him some stuff that I didn't need for some other stuff that I didn't need, but this stuff that I don't need has more potential to maybe be useful one day, maybe. I don't know. I think it's a 350. I'll have to check the bore on it, but I think it's a 350. It's a 4-bolt main. Yeah. I remember this was allegedly had a new crank in it. That's about all we know. So I reckon let's start taking them apart, see what happens. Alright, so bottom end of this actually does look pretty clean. It has definitely been apart before. You can see like all the rods are stamped with numbers, and I'm pretty sure that that's definitely machine shop stuff, not GM stuff. 4-bolt main, obviously you saw that. I mean, it looks really clean in here. I'd say it's, it's been somewhere. So, I don't know. Maybe it's useful. We'll see. I guess first things first, let's get the timing set off of it. Get the camshaft out and see if we can see anything interesting there. Never ever put a chrome socket on an impact. Definitely got some miles on it. Definitely got some miles on it. I don't see anything, well, yeah, actually. That right there. Lobes all pitted up. There's a couple of them like that actually, but none of them look like they're, knocked off of it or flat or anything like that. But definitely got some miles on her. Yes, I know it's overkill, but it's already set up, and if it will fit. I just noticed that the pickup tube has been welded in, so that's another sign that somebody's definitely been in here. Probably still good. The answer is no. The rear main seal will not fit between the crank and the engine stand. That's alright, it'll fall off when I pull the crank out. Alright, here's the $20 question. Will the 1/2 inch Master Force impact pull out these main bolts? I'm going to go with no. Well, I'll be damned. It took out 2, but will it take out the rest? Are you even an amateur YouTuber if you don't take out main bolts with a store brand impact? These smell funny. Oh God, they taste horrible. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Ouch! Yeah, see that? Even worse. Might even be able to hear this one. That's bad. Same. 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 Rod bearings are just as bad. Whoa! Looks like it's stamped 030 to you. That would typically mean board 30 over. Let's get a measurement here, guys. She's 30 over, fellas. Okay, guys, so if this is 30 over, that means what we have here is actually a 355. I would guess they just bored it 30 over to clean up something in the cylinders. But if it's 355, I'm pretty sure I've got a set of 355 flat top pistons that would go nice in this. So, okay, we might be getting somewhere now. This crank is junk. Even if it is brand new, it's junk. Ain't no saving this deal. Whatever happened to this thing, it really is a shame because it's so clean. It definitely hasn't been together long. A lot of this stuff looks like it's new parts. It just something ran through the main bearings for sure. Like this thing is, it's just junked. There's nothing you could do with this. But man, it all looks relatively new. That's a shame. Damn, that son of a bitch still won't turn. That's when you know it's bad, boys. Man. That is something right there, boys. God bless, boys. Something bad happened here. Hey! Hey! Damn crickets. Something is bad wrong in this cylinder right here. Woohoo! Hey, I think I found the one where the head gasket had failed. Got the crank spins now. Yep. She's still locked up. Also, I've definitely got some type of a metal splinter in my finger, and it hurts. Every time I work on something, I get these, and I'm like, this is why you should wear gloves. And then I don't wear gloves, and now I have this. Every time. Again, we do know for sure we're not going to use any of this. It's almost out. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, the piston doesn't look too awfully terrible, which means that that cylinder wall is probably destroyed. Oh, look! Got it to move. Yeah, she was stuck. Crank spins over nice now, though. Damn. That sucks. Oh boy. Yeah. She's junk. Damn it, Bobby. That sucks. Thought we had us a good 4-bolt 355 block there for a minute. Well, let's shift our focus over here to this guy. So this one, like I said, it dropped the valve. And there's a lot of metal laying in the top of it here, so I don't know. I might have another boat anchor here, but we'll see. Well, this cylinder is split, so the block's definitely junk. I don't know, maybe it'd be fun to tear it down and just, I don't know. Got a nice timing cover and balancer's nice, I think. What the hell? If nothing else, guys, we got a nice balancer tonight. Nice timing pointer. Score. Nice timing cover. Score. Two things. Number one, I have a sneaking suspicion that I have already saved everything off of this engine that I'm going to be able to save. Number two, let's pull a drain plug out before I flip it over, just in case. Seems kind of milkshakey. Is it bad when there's like chunks falling out the drain plug hole? Is that not good? Yeah, there's a lot of water in the seal. I'm gonna guess probably from the cylinder that's split. Here's the valve it dropped. That's a keeper. So the valve was dropped on this side. But on this side, every exhaust valve has kissed the piston at one point in time, which is concerning. Well, all the cam bolts are loose. Cam's got a little bit of wear on it, but I mean, doesn't look horrible. I don't know. Say Howard's cam. Got some numbers on it. I'll have to look this up and see what it is. Might be worth saving. That does not sound good. Got a lot of water and a lot of chunks of metal in here. And pump pickup is what we heard rattling around. So that's not a good sign. There's a giant nick in one of the main caps. That's not promising. There's a big hunk of metal right there wedged between the crank and the block. Also not promising. Here's more big chunks wedged between the head of a rod bolt and the block. Also Not promising. Oh man. The crank is just beat to shit. What are the odds that the crank will turn? Not by hand. Well, that's not good. Main cap was loose. That bearing did not look good. This bearing does not look good. Oh boy, this one's even worse. Oh my god. So in case you're wondering, yes, this is a 1/2 inch impact adapted down to a 1/4 inch socket. Don't ever do this. And that's why. Okay, so I think I'm done for the night because I just broke my adapter that goes from 1/4 to 3/8, and I guess I only got one. So I need at least a 3/8 drive, if not a 1/2 inch drive, 7/16, 12-point socket, so I can pull these rod caps off and knock the rods and pistons out, and maybe be able to spin the crank. I don't know. It's everything I got's junk. I gotta poop. All right, so we left off. This deal's locked up. It wouldn't turn at all. I pulled the main caps off of it, thinking, you know, maybe that might free it up. Nah. So it still won't turn, and we left off. I needed a socket to get the rod bolts loose, which I have acquired. So now I'm gonna take the rod bolts that I can get to loose and hope that I can get it freed up enough to turn it to get the rest of the rod bolts out of it, and I guess finish taking it apart and see if I can do something of anything with it. I don't know. Let go! Got it. Got that one too. Oh, it moved. That's a good sign. took an absolute beating. You see, the problem here, boys and girls, is that we're dealing with stuff like this and that on basically every single journal here. So this thing, junk. All right, guys, so obviously I was, a little frustrated there at the end of the teardown process on those engines. But at the end of the day, I'm not out anything. I had $0 invested there. One of those was given to me, and the other one I traded for some stuff that I was probably going to give away or scrap anyway. So, no loss. And, I'll make a couple bucks at the scrapyard maybe. And, I did actually get a few small parts out of it, timing cover, oil pan, stuff like that. So, at the end of the day, we'll call it a win. Now, we're going to move on to cleaning up our mess out here. We've got parts scattered everywhere, and we need to whip this place into shape because we've got a little over a week, or actually a little under a week, until we take delivery of the new doors. We're getting 2 new doors for the building, so that's something that I'm really excited about and looking forward to. And don't forget, guys, this weekend, this Labor Day weekend, is going to be your last chance to get the OG designs off of the website, and we're going to have new stuff dropping on Monday. So if you want to get one of those designs while it's up there, you got to do it this weekend. Go check out SpeedSyndicateUSA.com for the merch, and we're at Speed Syndicate USA across all social media. Catch you next time, guys. Thanks a lot.